It's a beautiful morning. I don't know. Yes, we're recording. We're just waiting on you per usual. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Manny.
And I'm Shawn.
And we bring to you the Moss Podcast. Brought to you in part by... No, I'm just kidding. Nobody. Brought to you in part by us, I guess.
By us currently. Hopefully in the future, some other sponsor.
Entity. And then you have to sit through ads. How fun is that?
I mean...
You can skip them. It's fine. Just let us get our coins. You skip through the ads and you keep listening to us.
Pretty much.
Sounds great. But welcome back to episode 39 here on a beautiful day that we're recording. I'm starting that again, apparently.
Good.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, we have now settled on Wednesdays as our release date, which we kind of alluded to last week.
Yes. So YouTube and the audio pod should be up on Wednesdays from here on out. And hopefully you have enjoyed episode 38. And if you haven't watched episode 38 or listened to it, go do that.
Yeah. Pause this one, go back, and then come back.
Yep.
And then if you haven't listened to 37, 30, no, I'm just playing. But it's great to have you with us here again. Thank you to everyone who continues to listen, watch, engage. We can't thank you enough. We truly mean that. Because without you, nobody's listening to it but me. But so how are things going with you, my friend?
Things are good. I've been in a really good mental headspace this week.
Really?
I have partially taken a break from some social media, and it has been refreshing.
Got it. What kind of social media?
Don't worry about that. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, things considering. School has all things considered. School's got me going crazy. And we ain't gonna talk about my job.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say, yeah, we're gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, I don't know if they may listen to this and then,
I seriously doubt it. It would take a miracle and a prayer for that person to listen to this podcast, but you never know, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll keep that in the book, in a little box. And I say, we should jump into the issue on the table because why banter so much when we're going to banter in the issue on the table?
Okay. You went from putting it in what are we putting in the box?
I'm putting my work in a box.
Okay.
I'm just going to put that on a shelf and we're going to move on because I enjoy making the podcast.
Great. I'm glad this is a positive thing for you, an outlet.
It very much is.
Okay. So we'll move to
the issue
on the table.
Ding, 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 ding. That's not the way it's.
That is definitely not the way the song goes.
But welcome back. Here we are at the episode. Here we are. Oh, my bullshit already. Here we are. I don't even know what I want to say at this point. So this weekend we got to. We left the house. We got out of the house for the weekend.
We did. We went to St. Pete.
We went to St. Pete, Florida. For those of you that don't know Florida's geography, it's about 40 minutes from Tampa.
Yeah. So when they say the Tampa Bay area, most of the time they are including Clearwater and St. Pete. Those are the two places where you would go to the beach or further south from Tampa.
So for those of you that wonder, oh, they live in Florida, they must really go to the beach all the time. And it's like 45 minutes to an hour from our house.
The beach is far. Everybody's like, you must be close to the beach. You must be no, you're actually not close to the beach. And it's a pain to actually
to the beach. You got to find parking. You got to fight for parking. No, we don't go. We don't go to the beach. But where we did go was fairgrounds at St. Pete, which I had seen advertised on Instagram in December.
Mhm.
They had a great Christmas display, holiday display. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But I had questions. I wasn't sure if it was real or if it was one of those pop-up things that happen every once in a while. But it's actually a museum of art and technology.
Immersive technology.
Immersive. It's important to have the word immersive because it is very immersive.
It is.
So we finally decided to go check it out. They're currently running a Pride exhibit through the 30th of June. So it's just like any other museum in terms that they like rotate things like exhibits. The concept itself is not your traditional museum, at least from museums I've been to.
No, it's not, because most museums you go to and things are locked behind cases or there's a velvet rope or whatever. At this museum, you are able to actually go through the exhibits, like experience them, because they are experiences.
Yeah.
Immersive experiences. So, for
example,
the theme is like, I forgot the name of the motel.
Mermaid Motel.
So you actually kind of go through like the check-in desks, the back pool area, and like there's interactive things or things that you can touch and look and see while you're in those exhibits, so to speak. And it's all kind of free-flowing, but it all kind of flows together.
Yeah. So you decide, you're the captain of your journey at the museum. Lots of colors, great utilization of like screens, and like when you first walk into the big reveal of the Mermaid Motel, like the screens, it's like an archway of screens, and they have like stuff going up. I don't know what to call it, but it's really cool because it's art, but it's just the way it's being presented. That's in a different free form that I didn't find art boring in that moment.
Yeah, and they also have QR codes that you can scan to learn about the artist and the exhibit. So you're not, I mean, you can just get lost in it if you want to and try to figure it out on your own, because art is left up to the individual to interpret. But they do have QR codes that you can scan to get a better idea of the artist's concept and who the artist is.
Yeah. So that was really cool. They have a hotel room or motel room as well.
The
flamingo room. Lots of little details in there. There's this one room where I couldn't explain it. It's literally one piece of artwork, but
is this the coral thing?
Yeah, and then there's mirrors that run all the way down the length of a wall.
Yeah,
but it looks like, well, we'll call it coral, I guess.
It looks like coral.
Maybe we could put a video into this video, and if you're not watching it, then we'll tell you later where you can watch it. It was really cool because it's like an illusion. Kind of, sort of.
Very much. There was a lot of optical illusion type exhibits here, which I thought was very cool because, once again, it's an immersive experience. That particular exhibit, it was kind of like a coral chandelier, if you will, but it comes down to the ground. And then on the ground, there seems to be more coral. And when you look inside of it, like he said, there's mirrors, so it looks like it goes on infinitely.
Yeah.
Infant.
Sure, we'll go with that word.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just a very cool display.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really cool. I think the three of us were kind of like, how the hell this is? Oh wow, we were just mesmerized by it for some reason. It probably wasn't the most extravagant thing there, but we were just drawn to it.
It was definitely fascinating. It was, I don't know, captivating.
Yeah.
to look at.
So another section they had was little small, and I was listening to somebody who did a piece for this. It's another room, and it's like postcards, but living postcards, if that makes sense. Like the room with the dolls with the head cut off.
Oh, that room.
Sorry,
yes.
that's the one that I knew you would pick up quickly.
Because I was like, I didn't see any postcards.
Yeah.
But now that you say that, I get it. Because everything is like in cubes and is miniaturized.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they kind of do look like living postcards.
Right.
And some of them were very cool. And some of them were very funny.
Yeah, there was one that showed Florida in 2050, and it was deserted
Yeah.
and consumed by water. So that was it was cool to see those different displays, people's different takes. There was one about the Mermaid Motel. Mm-hmm. There was one
about the Florida Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I forget what that thing is called, but that thing.
Yeah. So it was really cool. You could spend quite a few minutes in that room just walking and looking at all the little details, because there is a lot of details in the small little boxes.
Yeah.
And I want to say there was at least more than 20.
There was a lot of them, and they had 3 walls.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool to like just look at each one of them, and because each one of them, it seemed like told a different story. So that was cool. And then there was a bench in that room that had like 3 sections underneath of it that had video screens.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot. The Pride exhibit, you can walk, they call it walking through a rainbow.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It was like floor to ceiling lights that cycled through the rainbow colors.
It was set up kind of like, I would say like an underground sewer area, because these were supposed to be pipes, I guess, because there were like the little wheels that you would turn to turn water on and off. And the rainbow looked like kind of like water.
Yeah.
It was a very cool exhibit. If you follow us on Instagram, you have seen
the pictures.
But it was a very cool exhibit, and I thought it was cool that they did that for Pride.
Yeah. And so we're not going to drag this on because we can talk about the museum for an hour. But we definitely suggest you should go out if you're in the area or you visit. Fairgrounds at St. Pete, on average, I think it was $20-some.
I think it was, I know it was $25 for us because we got a Florida resident discount, and I think the regular price might be $27.
You can also add a scavenger hunt to that if you wanted to, which probably will enhance the experience because you're probably learning more about the artwork.
Right.
So if you want to do that, it is an upcharge though. But the Pride thing was cool, walking through the rainbow. There's a whole room of lights, lamps, different shapes, and glass, and it was just really neat. Like, go in there and immerse yourself with all the artwork that they have, because it really is cool. And I don't want to say it all because, then you won't want to go experience it.
Right.
But there is a full video of the experience, just snippets of it. On our YouTube page, it's called Immersive Art Experience St. Pete, blah, 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 blah. You'll find it. It's the one with the artwork on it.
Yeah.
So if you want to check out the full video, it's just us showing off the artwork. We're not talking. So you can sit there and enjoy it. Well, I am kind of narrating a little bit, but I won't interrupt the artwork too much.
And it's a short one. It's only,
So it's under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can at least check it out, see if it's something you want to do, and then check it out. Yeah. I know they, again, rotate some of the exhibits. The Pride one will be there through the 30th, and I'm not sure what comes after that, but I know they do a Christmas one or a holiday one. So I really want to, now that we've gone, I'm like, okay, now I want to go see what they do for the holidays.
So we'll be going back. So our pod in December, you'll hear us talk about it.
Yeah. We'll give you snippets of it on the videos as well.
Yeah.
So that was our first issue of the table, on the table. We do have a table again, but you can't see it. And if you're listening in the car, well, that doesn't matter.
Just imagine that there's a table in front of us.
So this week we wanted to have a little fun with the pod again. And we were like, let's just go to our social media friends and ask random questions. And then we can share it with you. And then we will also give our little input.
Yeah.
So
we're trying to not stop talking about politics, but we want to give politics a little break.
yeah, because the elections are coming soon.
Oh my God. Soon is not soon enough. It is 2023, and we're talking about elections that are happening in 2024.
I know, dude. I feel like it's really early this year. Or this cycle. I don't know.
And then with Trump going through all of his stuff, like, it's just 24/7.
Anyways. So we're calling this social media Q&A.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm going to need you, sir, to press the right arrow.
Okay. I'm pressing the right arrow this time, y'all.
All right. So our first question, which was an open-ended question to our social media friends, was what favorite TV show are you currently gelling to?
Okay.
And we got to know that there was a lot of responses, so we couldn't capture everything. If not, we'd be here till like 12 o'clock tonight. So for your ears and our butts, we just picked a couple, okay? So some of the shows that came up were Judge Judy Justice.
Judge Judy Justice.
Which I didn't know was a show until maybe a couple of weeks ago where
You did? Because when my parents came for Christmas, and my dad loves court shows. He can watch court shows all day long. And I told him about, because he loves Judge Judy. I told him that she had a new show, but it was on Prime.
Maybe that's when I started watching it. Maybe it was a couple months ago.
Maybe.
Not weeks.
But it's a cool show. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Episodes.
I mean, it's just Judge Judy in a different format.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Which is what People's Court Judge is going to do now.
Yeah, which I was surprised that
She's
People's Court got canceled. But
leaving the People's Court, she's going to do her own show.
Yeah.
But I love all kinds. I really love People's Court, though. I like Judge Judy, but I really love People's Court. Judge Milliam and whatever her last name.
I'm not going to finish that one.
Ted Lasso.
I love Ted Lasso.
I know you do.
I always figured that tea was just going to taste like hot brown water. And you know what? I was right. Yeah, it's horrible. No, thank you.
Welcome to England.
I tried to get him to watch it. I watched the first episode with him after I had already watched like maybe 5 or so to see if he would enjoy it, and he did not, but that was fine. I am currently on season 3 of Ted Lasso. It is a phenomenal show. Hats off to Apple because it's a great show.
Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't get into the humor for some reason, which is weird.
I can see it not being for everyone, but like in general, like I'm loving the character progression and growth that they've shown. One, they really talk about mental health, which I feel like is great for any TV show to address. Currently, there is some LGBT things happening where someone may be outed. So I don't know. It's a good show. I'm not gonna talk because I do.
Great. Yeah, you do. Jesus Christ. I don't know if we're gonna get through this. The Boys was also another show people are rocking to, which is a show that Shawn started watching and did not share with me. And then I was randomly saw an episode as he was watching. I'm like, ecco me. Why have I not been watching this show? Because The Boys is the business.
See, that's a show that I didn't think you would like.
But see, you thought of that probably because it was superheroes.
Right.
But it's not like your superheroes on Marvel. These are like really sarcastic, mean, evil superheroes.
Okay.
And I love that vibe.
Sure.
I love that vibe.
Okay.
Love it.
Well, I'm going to introduce you to more things.
Well, we'll see. Interviews with a Vampire. I don't know that I've heard of it.
I know that one of our listeners told me about this and said that we should watch it, and I just don't think we ever got around to it. But I hear good things.
We'll have to check out the first episode and let y'all know what we think. We also have people watching RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. I haven't watched RuPaul's Drag Race since like season 3. I don't know. After a while, it just got a little samey for me. There's no disrespect to the no disrespect to the talent on there.
No.
But it's just, I don't know. It's kind of like American Idol, The Voice. It's like once you've had so many seasons of it, you're like, okay, this is just, we know the start and ending of this show.
Right.
But I did like some Legendary, and I will always say that. And if you didn't get to watch the Legendary before it went off the air, I'm sorry. This one, we ran across this the other night, called With Love on Amazon.
Yeah. With Love is a story of a Hispanic family. It is from the makers of One Day at a Time. If you know One Day at a Time, that is on Netflix. Part of it's on Netflix because it got canceled and then moved to...
It's okay.
I don't know.
They don't need to know that was video. So go on with Love, though.
With Love is a cool show. It's telling a love story. I feel like the first season seems to be every episode is a different holiday. Mm-hmm. And we progress through time that way, learning the different family members and the different drama that's going on.
Yeah.
But it's a good show.
When we ran across it, we're like, is this a movie or is it a show?
Right. Because it felt like a movie.
It felt like a Hallmark special, like a Hallmark Christmas special.
Kind of, yeah.
But when you
higher budget,
but no, that's what it looked like in the preview. But once you start watching the show, you're like, oh, yeah, okay, this is a good show. It's well produced for it to be a drama, comedy drama. Yeah. And one of the last ones we picked was Below Deck. They said, I love a good reality TV. So do I.
Below Deck is amazing for trash reality TV.
Below Deck is good for me with Captain Lee. Any of the other captains, not a fan.
I mean, Captain Sandy kind of grew on me, but she was annoying in the beginning.
I'm not a fan of Captain Sandy. I'm all about women empowerment and positions of power, but I feel like at times she took that a little too far. And I felt like she talked down to the men in the group. But that was just my perception of her. I don't really like her style of management, so that's probably why not. And Captain Lee's just sarcastic and says some off the wall shit that I fucking love.
It's basically just like Manny. That's why he loves him.
Why are you telling people
that's who you are, is it not?
All right. Ooh. So we did a poll question. We said online dating, and the prompts were, yes, I love it. Not for me. Or DM us your question or your prompt. So we got that 45% said, not for me. Online dating is not for you.
Okay.
It's interesting because we're in such a digital age.
But those people also might not like the...
Where do you go find people nowadays?
You did in the old days. You go to a bar, you go to the store, you run into them at the mall. Somebody opens the door for you and you be like, oh, thank you. And you be like, oh, you're kind of cute. And you be like, hey, how you doing? I don't know.
I don't know. We got DMs of not dating anymore, but online dating was exhausting. And then we got a good comment or DM from one of our listeners that said, the person I'm seeing now, I met on Grindr unexpectedly, but loving where it's going. So see, you can find love out there in the social media world, digital. But I was actually surprised to hear it was that low. Well, it's not that low, but
I mean, 36% said they love it.
I mean, it comes with everything. Like you can go on 15 blind dates and be like, oh, screw blind dates. But yeah, 45%. I told Shawn if he ever leaves me, I don't know what I would do because I would just block everyone that just annoys me. So before you know it, there wouldn't be anybody in my radar anymore. I'd be looking at people and like, I don't know, North Carolina. Would it show me that if I block everybody in Florida?
I mean, it depends on what app you're using, but yeah. I'd be like, sir, this is...
Sir, you are outside of your radius of time. I don't know. Online dating can be just finicky. Like, I mean, catfish is still on. That's what's wild to me.
Because everybody should know how to reverse Google image search at this point.
Or at least just if it doesn't feel right, just back the fuck up. Why?
I don't know. What's next, Dana?
So the next thing was chicken wings. We asked about chicken wings. And we said, do you like the bone in? Do you like it out? Or do you just hate chicken wings? Somebody asked me that. Who hates chicken wings?
There are vegans out here.
I did put an option. Yuck. I don't do meat.
Okay.
Got 0%. So I didn't include it in our results here, but
got it.
I am definitely, so this is my stance on chicken wings. Okay. I will do boneless chicken wings.
Okay.
So bone out.
All right.
But if you put wings in front of me with the bone, I'm going to say I hate chicken wings.
Oh. Interesting. So you wouldn't eat?
They're annoying. Like, what the fuck am I doing with this little thing? I feel like there's no meat on it.
I mean,
people,
yeah, that's the meat. You're getting the meat off the bone.
No, give me a fucking chicken breast instead.
Okay. So no bones for you. People.
It's just too much damn work.
I mean, people did debate about that. Like, people think that no bone is like you might as well just eat chicken nuggets.
Right. Yeah, they say it's not really a wing.
Right.
Well, that's my stance on it. What's your stance on it?
I'm divided because I will eat it either way. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't mind them boneless. I don't mind them with a bone. Yes, it's a little more work and you can't just apple. But it's still good chicken either way to me. I know some people just don't feel like it's wings without the bone.
Bone out or I hate it? That is my question. That is my answer. So to who wanted to know if I hate it, I didn't respond to this, but I don't hate them. I just don't want a bone in them.
No bones.
No bones. What we got next here? Ooh, the French fry debate. Is it a debate?
I don't think it is, but sure.
I call it the French fry wars.
So we have waffle fries versus regular fries.
Yeah.
And the winner is?
Regular fries.
Okay.
A whopping 75% of y'all.
Debate is closed.
I stand with the waffle fries.
I don't mind waffle fries if they are cooked perfect.
So not soft and mushy.
Not soft and mushy, but also not crispy and burnt.
Got it.
They have to be that.
But you can do that with regular fries too.
You can, but most of the time regular fries are okay if they are a little overcooked or a little undercooked. I don't feel that way about
So what's your favorite French fry from like a fast food?
Probably Checkers, but like everyone loves Checkers fries.
I would say
like
Checkers.
Checkers and then McDonald's fries. I know you don't like McDonald's.
I'll say Checkers or some waffle fries from PDQ.
What about Chick-fil-A waffle fries?
We don't eat Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Just kidding. We do. I don't know. Chick-fil-A been starting to make those mushy. I don't want mushy fries. Cook them bitches all the way through.
They usually make perfect fries.
They cost $10 for the love of God. French potatoes do. Anyways. All right. Ooh. So which do you prefer? We asked. Pool or beach?
I'm gonna go with pool.
I am also going to go with pool. Um, our respondent said 55% pool, 45% beach. Somebody did send us a DM that said, hey, how about both? Which I should have put on there for some reason. I forgot. I do know there are people that prefer both or like both. I'm a pool person. I don't know if I talked about it on the pod. I don't like to not be able to see water and what's in it. I also don't like squiggly little things walking around the water and touching me.
The sea creatures that live in the ocean.
That is their world. We don't need to be in it. We don't need to be in their water. That is their home. Why are we up in there pissing, farting, and just putting all our...
What are you doing in the water, sir?
Body crustaceans. I don't even go into the water, so I don't know why you asking shit like that. I went into the water one day at the beach on a cruise that we went. The water was crystal clear. Shawn convinced me to get in. I went a little further than I should have. And what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
A school of fish decided to come around and start touching my motherfucking legs.
They were baby fish.
I don't give a fuck. I did not allow you to come touch me in my personal space. Well, I guess I was in their home.
Exactly.
So that's why I got out the water. And I do pools. And I know some of y'all out there might say, ooh, pools. People pee in pools.
What is with everyone peeing and everything?
First of all, I need y'all to stop pissing in a pool. The ocean, I kind of get it. I won't do it, but I kind of get it. In the pool, there is a bathroom at least 10 to 15 steps away from you. Get out the pool and take a piss in your motherfucking bathroom. Ask your friend. If you're at a friend's house, ask them if you can use the bathroom. There is no reason there should be urine in anybody else's pool. And you know what I learned? That if it smells of strong chlorine, it means people have been pissing in the pool.
Okay.
This whole time, I thought it was just because they were adding chlorine.
I mean, it makes it clean, right? Chlorine.
At least there's bleach in the pool, so if somebody does decide to take a leak, the chlorine should hopefully kill it. In the beach, you're just there swimming with everything else that's in there, and you don't know what little skin things you might have, and then something goes into that little skin open you might have that you didn't know about, and before you know it, you're in the hospital.
Okay. Next.
Now I've traumatized everybody from going into the beach ever again. I like to watch a good sunset, just away from the water. Oh, shit, almost hit my cup. Shut up, don't say nothing. Here you go. This was a pre-production argument about the cups.
Anyway.
So here we go. Travel preferences was the next question. Let's take it, Dano.
The options were plane, car, train, or other. 62% said plane. 31% said car. No one said train. And 7% said other, which the other seems to be cruise ship.
Yes. And my dumbass, that's all we do is travel by cruise ships. How did I not put that in the...
It's okay. You didn't think about it.
I guess not. Let me tell y'all. I am a cruise ship person, but if I had to choose between planes and cars, it's going to be a plane. I have no desire to be in a car for longer than an hour.
I'm kind of the same way. I don't mind a road trip per se, but as I get older, I feel like I don't want to drive as much as far.
I don't want to drive. I don't want to sit uncomfortable. No, I don't want to be in a car. If I can get there by a plane, I'm going to get there by a plane.
Yeah.
Period. Sorry. I know people love road trips. I just can't.
We will be trying out a train soon, so I'll see if that is it.
We'll see if it's worth the price. Cruise ships. Oops.
Yes.
Oh, man, we going backwards.
Oh.
Bum, bum, ba-dum. All right. Oh, the most controversial question in the world. Team Apple or Team Android? Wow.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. The numbers don't surprise me.
The numbers don't surprise.
But
73% of you said Apple. 13% said an Android device. And then I singled out Samsung because I thought that might be a pretty hot niche phone. And the other percent was 1% for other.
I mean,
I don't know what other would be.
Kind of go together.
Motorola?
Motorola is an.
Oh, so maybe that's the 1%.
Okay, sure. Anyway,
they brought the Razor back.
Anyway, if you know anything about us, then you know that this is a Google house. And we have Androids because they are just superior to iPhone. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, 73% of y'all that follow us.
I mean, no disrespect. You can like what you like, and that's fine.
Options. You got options.
Options.
And if your option is Team Apple, then your option is Team Apple.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we won't pick on you too much. Just a little bit. But, I used to be Team Apple. Like,
I know.
As soon as Apple came out, I was on it. I bought the phone. And I think the first 3 generations, I bought it. Boom, boom, boom. Then they went to 4 where it looked like a pencil. And I said, this is not for me. And then Shawn got me to try Android. I went to Samsung. Samsung? Yes, I went to Samsung. And then he eventually got me over into the Pixel family.
Yeah.
Which is Google's own phone. And if y'all didn't know, we are Google Pixel, what? Super fans. We're authorized by Google. Thank you. What that means? Absolutely nothing. But we got an email.
But we got an email. Her email.
All right. Ooh, this is a hot one in today's world. Your work preference: remote, in person, hybrid. I won the lottery. What is work?
So none of y'all won the lottery.
That was the big old 0%. Because if one of y'all responded, I was going to hit you up. I'm just kidding.
So about the numbers, remote is at 36%. In person is at 21%. And hybrid is at 43%. Okay.
Interesting. I really thought remote would have been higher.
I feel like there are people out there that like the balance.
Yeah, a little bit at home, a little bit at work.
Yes, because some people don't like to be cooped up at their house. They'd like to get out. A lot of those people, I feel like, are the social ones. They like to socialize. They like to ask, how was your weekend? And get to know you and that kind of thing. And then there are the people that like to just be left alone and just do their work at the house. And
let me tell you something. That was probably one of the most annoying things about going into an office. Monday and Friday, I dread. Monday because, how was your weekend? And then Friday with, any fun plans for the weekend? Like, Susan, get away from me. I'm trying to get through Friday so I can go on my weekend, or I'm upset that I'm here and it's Monday. Get away from my desk. So in case you're wondering, I prefer remote work.
I too prefer remote work. I currently work hybrid. So I'm in the office 2 days and home 3 days a week. And that works well for me. I don't mind going into the office because sometimes, it is cool to, the coworkers that you like, spend time with them and catch up with them, shoot the shit. A lot of times that's what people waste time with in the office is chit-chatting.
That's one thing that I don't understand. All these people anti-working from home or hybrid. It's like, people ain't working in the office either. Right. I work actually more at my house than I ever did in an in-person job. Because that in-person job, they're doing this little thing down in this classroom. They're doing this other food thing over here. There's a food truck over there. Do you want to go get coffee? Like, I wasted so much time at work. Like, I sit here and I work way more than I used to. Would I be against hybrid? No. Sometimes I do feel a little like today I was like, we need to go take a walk. I have been in this house and computers too much. So I get the hybrid thing. I just wish companies could be a little bit more flexible. At least mine's decent about it. But I wish more CEOs would stop saying people that work from home are lazy because, bitch, I work.
That's
okay. I work about 52 sessions a week. I work. Thank you very much. Even though some people don't think I do. She wouldn't have gotten this far. Ooh, ideal vacation destinations. I'm just going to scream them out. Ready?
Okay.
Cruising around Europe, specifically Spain.
Oh.
Any tropical island. I like that. New Zealand, Australia, Amsterdam, Brazil, Hawaii, or Madrid.
Okay.
There was a whole lot more, but
Right.
time.
I like all of these. I love cruising, so that's great. I do want to go to Spain.
We are going.
We are going to Spain next year. To Barcelona.
Put it in the universe.
On a cruise, so that'll be fun. New Zealand looks beautiful. I definitely want to go there. And Australia, I've always wanted to go to Australia. I know they have lots of things that can kill you, but I want to go.
Not guns.
Well, that's true. But they have multitude of dangerous spiders and snakes.
Yes, you have to watch
scorpions.
where you're walking. Watch where you're walking. You don't have to worry about getting shot. You just got to worry it's stung, bit, and poisoned all up.
Right.
I love all those. We have traveled a lot of tropical islands. There's still some that we haven't been to, which we'll go to Bonaire, which we've never been to this year. Like Trinidad and Tobago, we haven't been. There's a lot of islands we haven't been to. For me, Amsterdam for sure.
Why you want to go to Amsterdam?
Amsterdam is a happy place. Lots of happiness. Every corner.
Oh.
Happiness. And it's not the red light district, so y'all get your mind out the gutter. It's the other thing that you could do at Amsterdam.
Oh, you can do a lot of things in Amsterdam.
Oh, I know.
So.
Brazil. I would love to go to Brazil.
I do want to go to Brazil.
Yes. Very expensive, but I'd like to go there. All right. Where are we going to next here? Dun, dun, dun. What song are you currently vibing to, or is it, or is on repeat?
All right.
I shouldn't sing.
So we got Bad Bunny vibes and Beyonce.
Beyonce.
If you listen to this pod, you know we love both of those artists.
100.
Oh, so they also said they need to learn the lyrics before the concert.
Girl, you better learn them lyrics, or don't be ruining people's videos with the wrong lyrics out there, y'all. Don't ruin your own videos singing the wrong words.
TikTok going around where people like Beyonce, she's gonna pay for this because the music started for a song and everybody was ready. And then Beyonce sung a completely different song. She was mixing the two.
Oh.
And the people's faces, they were so caught off guard.
That's like on Virgin during Scarlet Night where they play the Rihanna song, but then it's a mix to Whitney Houston, which I love, but I'm like, I kind of did want to hear Rihanna too, though. But
I love that.
Then we got Brandy, Full Moon, giving Benito a break. Another Bad Bunny fan.
Is that you?
No, that was not me.
Okay. I love Brandy. I love Full Moon. Anyway.
Issues by Gogo
Moro.
Have I heard this song? Have you heard it?
I don't think I have. I guess I should. I have heard this one Margarita song. Though.
Thank you for the issues. I'm going to go look at it. I'm going to go look it up.
Yes.
I don't know what the one Margarita song is either.
Oh, we got to listen to it.
Oh, boy. We should do it live at the next episode.
Okay.
I don't know what the time limit is today.
All right.
One Margarita. Oh, I'm going to definitely listen to it after this now because I'm intrigued. And Issues by Gogo Moro. For me, Benito's always playing at some point during the day. But I have been really vibing to Kelly Clarkson's singles that she's released. She has an album coming out not next week, the week after, I think.
June 30th.
June 30th, 29th, whatever. Yeah. So I've been vibing to her music lately. A lot of people may not know that I am a big Kelly Clarkson fan. That's like my white girl.
I love Kelly.
I love
amazing.
Kelly.
Her vocals are
She can go from country
crazy
to hip hop to I mean, the way she can change her tone and her style is pretty amazing. There's not a lot of artists that can do that or can't do it successfully.
that part.
Like one of the songs she has now is kind of a country vibe, and then the other one's like an R&B vibe, and then the other one's like a pop vibe. I'm just like, this album's gonna be interesting.
For me, you probably know this, but I've been really
Janet Jackson.
jamming out to Lipstick Lover by Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe. I didn't listen to her album.
I've listened to it. I wasn't big into Janelle Monáe. I knew who she was. I have listened to a couple of her previous albums. They weren't really for me. This album is cool. Like, it's more like R&B-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But Lipstick Lover has been on repeat since it came out for me.
Lipstick Lover.
But yeah, her album is out, so check it out if you are interested.
Ooh. Interesting songs, everybody. We have a lot of Bad Bunny followers. So that is the end.
Yay.
Everybody clap. Of our social media Q&A. We want to just shout out a couple of different people that we were pulling answers from.
Ooh, shout out.
Julia Myers Thrasher.
AKM787, which I assume is their Insta.
Yes, these are Instas. I'm sorry. Michael David. We got Harry the Realtor.
Henry Cutty 16.
Annette.
Nick.
Danny Horsley.
And Slaymond.
Yes. So thank you all for participating. And thank you for everybody else who submitted an answer. We just couldn't get to it. I actually don't even know how long this ran because I couldn't look at our timer. Holy hell. Where are we? Where is it?
It's right there.
Where? Oh, okay. Oh, we're at 47 minutes. This is good. Yes, we know how to manage podcast time sometimes.
Right.
So we hope you enjoyed that. We really want to be more engaging with everyone. So we thought this would be a fun way for you to tell us about you and us to tell you about us.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and I'm doing a little bit better, not cussing as much, I think.
Well, I mean, you kind of went on
I did?
rant about
okay.
the pool and the fish.
Well, we're just going to go ahead and close the issue on the table at this point. I apparently failed once again. In fairness, I haven't had Twisty Treat in a very long time.
Oh my God. I'm gonna go get you Blue Bunny after this. I'm gonna go right on to Publix and get you some Blue Bunny.
Blue Bunny apparently sells soft serve. If you don't know me, I am like obsessed with soft serve for some weird reason. And I found a version of soft serve that is sold in stores. So we'll see. We're going to go ahead and close this issue on the table. And we're going to the right, to Shawn's Corner.
Oh.
Go ahead, girl. Take it away. I like lipstick on my neck.
Welcome to my corner.
Bienvenidos.
So this week,
Esta semana,
I just
yo
wanted
voy
to keep it short and sweet.
I couldn't translate the words
Good.
fast enough.
Good. Glad about it. So we have been doing this podcast since August of last year. We have made some changes. We're always trying to improve it. We're always trying to do a little bit better for you guys and for us because we want to make a quality product. Hence why we moved the pod over to YouTube because we wanted to expand the reach because not everyone listens on Spotify or Amazon Music or wherever you may stream this. So recently, YouTube has dedicated a section specifically for podcasts, and we have now joined that little.
We have.
Or whatever
Yay!
it is.
Applause.
Applause.
I don't know. It's one of those again. We got an email, but it.
But yeah, so now you can get us not only on YouTube but also on YouTube Music, which is pretty cool. because that wasn't something before that we could do with podcasts.
Yeah.
So I'm saying all this because I would like if everyone listening
Por favor.
could please share our podcast with someone you think would enjoy our podcast, because this year our goal is to expand the reach. We do pretty good numbers, and to be honest with you, when we first started this podcast, we were like, if 10 people listen to it, we'll be happy. And I'm happy to say that more than 10 people listen to it.
Yeah.
But recently, YouTube has made a change that will be going into effect soon, where we would only need 500 subscribers in order to make partnership with them, which would be huge for us because it would mean that we would be able to expand the pod in a couple of different ways, which we're already working on things behind the scenes to do anyway.
Behind the scenes.
We're currently at 307 subscribers, which is pretty good because our goal was to have 500 by the end of December this year. So if you would do me a huge favor,
Por favor.
if you are not already subscribed to our
Si
YouTube
tú no
channel,
estás inscribido en el canal de YouTube,
please
por
go
favor,
there
búscanos
and subscribe.
y marque el botón que dice subscribe. Because I don't know what the word is.
We already have a few things planned that will be specifically for YouTube. So I don't want you to miss out on those things. I don't want you to feel like I'm asking you to do this just so that we can be partnershiped or be monetized. But I also don't want you to miss out on the content that we have planned that will be YouTube exclusive. There will always be a podcast for you, so no worries about that. But sometimes we do take little trips or go to different events where we might film, and that stuff will wind up on YouTube. And we'll always probably talk about it on the podcast too.
Yeah. There's just things we can't visually do into a podcast.
Right, exactly. So,
I mean, Shawn could probably. He's a great storyteller.
yeah, I found out that I'm a great storyteller.
I mean, he if you see this book back here, he illustrated it. He didn't write it, but he definitely illustrated a whole ass book.
Yes, that was a year's worth of work. But I'm proud of that. Anyway, so yes, if you like this pod, if you know someone that would enjoy the banter that we do, or the commentary that we do, if you could please share it with them, especially if they like podcasts already. Or if you know someone who is really into YouTube videos, share it with them.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to say it right now. I'm just going to say a big thank you to everyone that listens already, everyone that's already subscribed, and everyone that has supported us up to this point, because we never thought that it would even be this big. So thank you.
And to everyone here, gracias para vivir en la casa, en las escuelas, and
share us.
Yes.
My corner.
Sweet. Thank you. I like that. Yeah. Definitely share us. When we started with the YouTube, we're like, are we going to fragment our listeners? But we've noticed that people are still listening through the streaming services. And some folks are leaning over to the YouTube. We did it also because YouTube Music, you can listen to it through YouTube Music or you can watch the video. So if those people that have YouTube Music can also take advantage of the video part of our podcast.
Yes.
If you don't have YouTube Music, then you just have to go to YouTube and find the podcast. But you can also download the YouTube Music app and watch it there.
Yeah. And also, starting with this previous episode, there have been some changes to the editing. So there's little things in there that you might enjoy that you won't get on the podcast, streaming podcast.
Some extra nuggets.
Yes. Just some little fun things for the video.
Yeah. So, but again, we say it all the time, and we're very appreciative of everyone who listens and continues coming back because, we know that life is busy.
Yeah.
So we hope that at least the 1 hour that you spend with us is fun, exciting, and makes you chuckle and forget about the exterior world sometimes.
Yeah,
unless we're talking about that
hopefully
world.
we're giving you a little mental break.
Mental break. I sometimes go back and listen to it myself, and I'm like, yeah, we said that shit. That was funny. Like last night, I sat down and watched our last episode, and I had such a stressful day. I did homework till like 9:30. Just sitting down and watching this act stupid. I was just like, it cleared my brain right out. I also had an edible. But anyway.
What's your corner?
Come on down. Vamos, Boricua. Vamos. Dun, 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 dun. It's not my music. So my corner this week is to remind everyone that at least here in the greater Tampa Bay area, there is a slight resurgence of monkeypox in the Tampa area, Hillsborough County, Pinellas County. I think there's some other counties. So folks, let's be safe. Get your vaccine. Let's not be anti-vaccine peoples. We can only stop the spread by getting our vaccines. Monkeypox, from what I've heard, is not fun. And a lot of local public health officials, not only here in Florida, but in other states as well, are just with the resurgence of monkeypox is coming up. We're all going to Pride. We're in tight quarters in these parades and clubs. So definitely do what you can to protect yourself. I'm a big advocate for vaccines. If you're not, I 100% respect you for it. It is your choice. But if you definitely are about vaccines, go get it done. I know here in the greater Tampa Bay area, Metro Inclusive Health is really pushing the vaccine. They are located in Tampa. They're located in St. Pete, Clearwater, Newport, Richie. They have offices everywhere. Google them. The vaccine is, I don't know if it's free. It was free for me, but I don't
know exactly.
It might be an insurance thing. I don't want to call them, check it out. I don't know if it's still on the emergency thing as free like the COVID one was for a while, but definitely do what you need to do to be protected. And not just my LGBTQ friends. Don't forget monkeypox.
Everybody
spreads. You just go like this. And for you listening, I touched Shawn's arm. And he may not know that he has it, but there's something there. And I touched it, and now I have it too. So kind of like chickenpox, y'all, get the vaccine or just, wear long sleeves. Be safe out there. Always use a condom. Just had to throw that other part in there. But I just wanted to say that. I just saw that in the news today that there is some upticks in cases again. It's hot outside again. It's just do what you can to protect yourself. We went and got it. It was an interesting experience, have a bubble on your arm.
Yeah.
I still can see the marks on my arm.
Mine is pretty much gone.
But it was kind of cool, the first one. It was like a big bubble and, and then I went on a cruise and people probably thought I had to like hide my arm the whole time I was on the cruise. But definitely go out there, get tested. Not get tested, but yes, get tested if you need to. But definitely get the monkeypox vaccine because it is back on the uprise. That's my corner.
Cool.
That's it. We done.
All
What's
right.
your last word?
I don't have any.
You don't have any last words?
Everything we just said was my last word.
All right. Well, we've come to the end of the podcast. Then. Don't forget to follow our podcast on your favorite streaming platform or subscribe to us on YouTube to receive alerts when our podcast drops.
Yes. And don't forget to write a review, leave us a comment, like and subscribe. All of those things help our pod grow.
And, you see, we've been interacting the last 2 weeks to support the pod or to bring the pod topics. So join the fun and submit your answers. by following us on your favorite streaming platform. Not on your favorite streaming platform. On your favorite social network. You fucked this up last week. Now I'm fucking it up this week.
Yeah. So you guys can follow us on Instagram, Moss_podcast.
Or you can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Moss_podcast22.
And you can also write us at mannyandsean@gmail.com. That's MANNYANDSHAWN.
And I promise you, if you write us, we're actually the ones responding. We don't have a team.
This is the team.
Our only team member is Kenji, and he's incapable of doing anything besides growling at us. Yes, we do make a dog noise. Like, yeah.
Everybody does. Anyway.
Yeah, don't judge us. And then our YouTube, we keep saying YouTube, youtube.com/@MozPodcast. Don't forget also our Virgin Voyages ship things, ship review.
1 and 2.
1 and 2 is out. And then we have a dining and an entertainment one coming soon. And then if you wanted to watch the fairgrounds at St. Pete, that video is also up. It's under, I called it Adventure Podcast. So it's under the playlist, Adventure Podcast. That'll do it. Another great show. So as we like to say here on the Moss Podcast,
do something good for yourself.
Then go out and do something good for someone else. That's going to do it. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Don't let people get on your nerves.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't let them, who said it? Don't let them steal your joy.
A lot of people. But don't let them steal.
I want to say the first person I heard that from was Bonita when I worked at the Vry. She said, baby, don't let them steal your joy. And I have kept that with me. And sometimes I let people steal my joy, but don't let them steal your voice. Your voice. It's time to go. It's time to go.
Don't let anyone steal your joy. That is the theme of this podcast.
Yes. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. We hope you'll come back to the next one. Next one's episode 40. Hello. Episode 40. All right, y'all. Stay safe. Be good. Eat some soft serve. It's hot as hell outside. See y'all next one.
Bye,
Lipstick lover. Oh, I like lipstick on my neck. A sticky, icky, something. I like lipstick on my neck. Oh, and the other one. We got to listen to the other one too. We'll give you a review next week. I promise. Bye. Where are you going?